Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here at Red Hill Toyota for reviewing the hotshot of nowadays cars, and it's from Toyota. This is a track machine that Toyota built for people to enjoy something that has great performance, great looks, has enough of good in it to perform the best at the track while being reliable and being fuel efficient. So today I'm reviewing it. So let me talk about Toyota and the GR platform. Before I start this review, I want everyone to know this is not a brand new unit. This is a pre-owned unit with 5,000 kilometers on the dial. And if you are interested in this car, my guy Sam can help you out at Red Hill Toyota. If you want the new model for this, you have to wait like 1 or 2 years. But if you want one right now, you got a great spec car waiting in Hamilton. So let's start with this review by talking about Toyota. Who doesn't know what Toyota is? Toyota is a Japanese manufacturer, reliable, fuel efficient. Everyone knows that. Let's come to GR. GR is the racing department of Toyota. It was TRD before, Toyota Racing Department, and then from TRD at 2022, March of 31st, they introduced the GR. The GR Corolla, the GR Yaris, all the different models. The full form of GR is Guzhou Racing. It is the performance department like AMG and M, but for Toyota it is the GR. So today we're going to talk about everything about this Corolla and why is this car so hyped. It's not hyped. If you look at this is a $50,000 Corolla. And why is it worth $50,000? Today I'm going to show you that. But let's start from the key. The key is pretty similar, it just has a GR badge at the back. You have your lock, unlock, and your Toyota logo. But if you come to the actual car, you guys can see the basic difference from the normal Corolla to this. Let's start from the front and then slowly go to the sides. You guys can see you have the normal full LED projector setup headlights with your daytime running lights that I'm going to turn on when I go inside. You have some functional vents here for getting the air in and getting it from the wheel well. You have opening at the front for the intake, you have the GR logo, you have LED fog lamps, and you have your Toyota logo with more vents for taking that air into the engine. I'm going to get inside, turn the lights on for you guys, and this is the manual version, so let's get inside, foot on the brake, foot on the clutch. This is with the full lights on, this is the hazards on, high beam, without high beam. As you can see, the headlights are nice, the fog lights are not on because I forgot about it, but overall the front of this car looks really nice. You have rain sensing wipers, you have the front camera for your lane keep and automatic braking assist, and it just got lowered. It was a cold start and it's a very cold day today, but I'm still doing this video because it's a very rare car. But look at the front of the car. It looks aggressive, it looks different because the highest model of the Toyota Corolla is the XSE. That has a performance look from the front, but this is the GR. It's a $50,000 Corolla, and I'm going to show you why, because I'm going to show you what's under the hood. The powertrain. Toyota's GR department created a monster. This is a very small engine, but it is producing a lot of horsepower. Let me go open it up first. The GR Corolla has the world record of being the most horsepower produced in a 2-liter production car was the A45S or the CLA 45S. So this is holding the record after that 3-cylinder vehicles. So let's open the hood so I can show you why this Corolla costs $50,000 brand new. So let's open this and then let's put this into its placement. The hood doesn't have insulation because lightweight. That's what the advantage is with this car. Before we get to the engine, let's talk about the competitors. The direct competitor of this car is the Volkswagen GLI, the Mercedes-Benz A35, the Audi S3 hatchback, the BMW M130i. That's not here in America, but it is sold in Europe and some Asian countries. But let's come to this car now. A 3-cylinder single turbocharged engine. You have a very nice cover that says Turbo and GR. That's where your dipstick is. This is where you pour your engine oil. That's where your massive intake is. Put aftermarket intake, you got 25 horsepower plus on this. And then obviously other stuff is going to make it so much better. Toyota and Subaru always make stuff together, but Subaru doesn't have a specific model that does match to this like the BRZ and the GR86 has. But this engine is made by Toyota, but it has slight help from Subaru. Let's come to the horsepower. 300 horsepower producing from this car. This is destroying the Honda Type R, and it is somehow a competitor of the Honda Type R too, but it's a bit small. But when you compare Civic, Corolla, Type R, GR Corolla, it actually matches. And in my opinion, this is a better car than the Corolla, because it has more performance. It's better, but it's way more expensive. But overall, if you look at the performance side, this can beat a Type R on the track like this. Let's come to the car's side profile. Look at the fenders. A normal Corolla doesn't have wide fenders like this. From the front bumper to the fenders, and there are holes in the fenders to take the air out from the wheels. You have the GR plaque right there, and the vents in black for hitting the combination with all of the different exterior colors. This has a very nice white exterior color, but overall this does look good. You have the black mirror caps, which are hazard slide with blind spot monitoring. The entire window trims are in the satin black. The roof is actually carbon fiber, but that's wrapped, so it's not from factory. You have a vortex generator here that connects to the one at the back of the car, so it can be the more aerodynamic machine. It says GR4 right here, as you can see. And overall, the exterior fenders, the side skirt, overall makes it a big difference. Look at the rear fenders. It is so wide that it matches with the rear bumper of the car. But it's Toyota. The fuel tank's not gonna open from there. You have to go inside, but the car does get keyless entry, so that's nice. And then if I get inside, there is a button located right here that I have to pull. And then if I come back, you can fill up your 50-liter fuel tank with premium fuel. Okay, that's something new on a Toyota car. So let's close that because we're pretty much done. Look at the rear bumper, how it extends and makes this car look much more nicer. But that's not the part where it's exciting. It's the part when I show you the entire rear. So let's get to it. For the rear of the car, you can see the taillights are pretty similar to the Corollas. The entire rear is pretty similar to the Corolla hatchback. But just look at the bumper. It has 3 exhaust tips. These 2 are actually getting the air out, that's sucking it in, so the unnecessary noise can be cancelled out. You have the number plate slot here of Red Hill Toyota. It says Hamilton on the top. It says GR Corolla, and the Corolla isn't blacked out. You have the Toyota logo with your reversing camera below it. And overall, just look at the rear of this car. You have some reflectors or some vents here. This is actually a functional vent, my bad. It's actually taking air out and it's making it a very good aerodynamic car. You have a spoiler with your upper stop brake light and your rear windshield wiper. But for practicality, if I just open the boot from here, there I'm going to get it up. It has minimum storage because it is a performance car at the end of the day. And if you just lift this, you have your tire repair kits and other stuff, and your car's battery. And you have all weather floor mats. That's why you have the actual floor mats here with a partial cover. But let's get inside. Let's turn the lights on so I can show you what are the basic lights and how it looks. And obviously you have custom lights everywhere. For showing you the rear. So as you can see, the tail lights start from here. It's completely LED. You have the LED hazards, and then you have the side reflectors with the vortex generator. It looks pretty good. And then you have the Toyota logo with the same on the other side. Overall, this has a very nice contrast of wheels and other stuff and exterior colors. But let's actually come to the wheels. You have Michelin Pilot Sport 4s at the back with your 4-piston brakes, and you have multi-link suspension with coil springs, but it is adaptively damped. Look at those fenders at the end of the day. The front wheels are Pilot Sport 4S as well, but you have 6-piston brakes at the front because this car actually needs it, and these performance tires gonna make such a big difference. And overall, you have 235, 45 ZR 18-inch rims at the front, and same at the back. Overall, that's a nice touch. Let's get inside. As it's a Corolla hatchback, it doesn't have much room, but let's look what it has. Getting inside, The opening isn't as wide, but it's a hatchback, so it's okay to me. But knee room is okay, headroom is decent. I mean, it's a performance track car at the end of the day, so you don't actually need rear seats. But the GR Yaris is more like the two-door version, but this is not bad. Fabric seats, Isofix anchor points, but the Premium Plus get leather seat, so if you need that, that's a higher trim. And you have some vents here. Sorry, not vents. You have some ports for charging. So you have a 12 volt and a port for charging. You have a center armrest with 2 cup holders. Pretty nice, pretty dope. You have a light placement here. That's going to brighten everything up. It's overall nice. And the seats are foldable. You have a button here, and this is the 60. And then you can get it back. It's a 50-60-40 distribution. You have an airbag placed right here for the passenger door side. And I'm going to come on the other side so I can show you everything else. Door's pretty simple. You have your cup holders, grab handle, soft touch material with your door handles, and windows open, and it completely goes in. And it is one touch powerly, so that's nice. And now let's get into the front seats. Yeah, that's doing because the key's on my pocket. At the front seat of the car, except the steering wheel and the dials, this actually looks like a standard Corolla. You have a very nice dash with your AC vent and your glove box located right there with your owner's manual from Toyota. You have a USB-C type here with some little more storage there with your heating seats for both of the sides. I'm going to leave those on. And then if you come to the car seats, this car has the GR bucket seats, and it does look really nice in my opinion, and it's very like bolstery, and it makes you like feel like you're in the track. But if we come here, you have 2 cup holders. One has my coffee in it, and this is the button for your GR4, so you can control all the different track buttons from here. So the front axle, the rear axle, you can control everything with it, because this is all-wheel drive at the end of the day, but the GR Yaris is front-wheel drive. You have a 6-speed manual, or you can get a automatic as well, but for shifting some gears it's a bit different and it's a bit complicated. You have your drive mode here with your traction control, and it overall does look really nice. You have your vanity mirrors up here with some microphones, and then you have this button for turning the lights on, and you have your rear view mirror that's not auto dimmed, but the highest trim does get it. Foot on the brake, foot on the clutch, and we're going to turn the car on. And then the 9-inch full digital infotainment system I'm going to turn on with the Toyota badge. The newer models will get better screens. The 2025 will get the big screen like all the other Toyota vehicles get. It's pretty easy to use. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can go through everything. You have your settings and all your different performance guidelines, but you don't have a performance display because everything that you have is just located here. So that's pretty simple. You have your air conditioning right here, so you can control the wind speed from this and then control the climate from this. It's mostly performance focused. That's why it doesn't have much luxury items, but the steering is fully leather strapped. It says GR right here, and it is tilt and telescopic, and it's not like any other Corolla steering. You have your cruise control, lane keep assist, everything is standard on this car, so it has it. And then you have all your different buttons for your volume and for controlling that screen. You have your hazards and high beam right here, and then you have your windshield wiper controls here. Nice overall. For the main instrument cluster, it does look really nice in my opinion, and now that's what I'm going to show you. Foot on the clutch, foot on the brake, and we're going to turn the car on. It's going to do a nice animation with GR, and then it comes up. The entire screen is very configurable. You have your kilometers here, your engine temperature, your seatbelt monitor, your range, and your fuel gauge with your car's miles per hour conversion and your GR logo. You have your outside temperature here and the time right there with your lane keep assist and other stuff. This says your drive mode, so if I change my drive modes real quick, I can go to Eco, Normal, Sport, or Custom. I'm going to leave it for Sport and for controlling the front or the rear diff. So I can put it on track. I can put it for 30% power to the front wheels, 70% power to the rear wheels, or I can put 60% power on the front wheels and 40% power on the rear wheels. I'm going to put 70 on the back because it's more nicer when the rear is slipping out. And for this screen, you have your RPM at the middle with your kilometers, and then you have your PSIs here and your G-force meter, and it says in which angle your steering's turned to and how much you're pressing on the brake and how much you're pressing on the gas. For configuring it, you have to just press OK, and then you can change all the displays. So you can go to the PSI, you can go to your engine temperatures, your all-wheel drive distribution, your eco range, your blank screen. For the center, you can have settings, messages, blank, this random screen, I guess, and your adaptive cruise. For this screen, you have your G-force meter, your all-wheel drive, your driver info, your audio, your navigation where the compass is, and your adaptive cruise, or just blank. Overall, that's nice, and you have 3 different setups, so 3 people can drive this car with having 3 different stuff. But this is not Miami, this is Canada. So overall, it's pretty nice, jokes aside. Now let's come to the car's door, but this car doesn't get a heads-up display, if you guys were asking, but it's really nice in my opinion. First of all, you have your AC vent located here. Then you have your instrument cluster brightness, auto headlights, your trip information, your windshield wiper heater, and your IMT. That's for rev matching for your manual transmission. Then you have the button for opening the hood. You have your deck pedal, clutch, brake, and gas. It's 3 pedal. And then you have your seat controls manual for saving weight. It says GR Corolla right there. It illuminates at night. For the door, it's pretty simple. You have your door handle with your window openers. You have your lock and your exterior mirror controls, grab handle with your speakers and stuff. I wanted JBL speakers, but at the end of the day, who's going to listen to music when you have that screaming your name, right? Overall, what do I think about this car? It is a very nice car, and it's a wonderful car to own, but $50,000 is not cutting in for me. But if you need it, my guy Sam's going to help you out. I'm going to put his contacts in the description, and thanks to Red Hill Toyota for providing this car to me. They have this available right now, so you don't have to wait 1 year for getting a new one. It just has 5,000 kilometers. That's not as much as people think, but it is a monster of a car. And if I could own it, I would have owned it. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace, and thanks to Used Car Hamilton for all the support.